Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Raquellely. If this is your first time ever seeing my face, welcome in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on this video. Today we are going to be doing a wear test, first impressions, and review on the brand new foundation released by Nars called a light reflecting foundation. Now, I'm not on their PR list yet, but I was sent a sample of this foundation, and this, I feel, my dear, is the golden ticket. It is just enough to apply a full face, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And if you're interested to see the application, the wear test, all that jazz, you're more than welcome to continue on watching. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So I went and checked my mail the other day, and it was just in there. I had signed up one of these sites that just always emails me like, do you want a sample of this? Do you want a sample of that? Typically I always say no, but this one was very intriguing, so I signed up for a sample. I didn't know it was going to be this small. I thought it was going to be a full bottle. However, the good thing is that it is the shade that I am typically in my Nars foundation, which is Macau. So this is the Soft Matte Foundation by Nars, which has been a staple and a go-to. I'm almost empty of this. So this one is not even released. It's not going to be available to the public until January 13th, which is why I thought it'd be perfect to get it out so you guys can know what to expect and how it wears. I took a poll on my Instagram, and I want to say 90% of you guys said that you wanted to see this wear test and review, so I'm going ahead and filming this. There's not too much information anywhere online. Like, I went to Nars's website, I didn't find anything there. So the only thing that I have to go off of is what I'm about to share with you right now. The good news is that this is going to come in 36 shades. It has a natural finish for an all-day wear, and it fits most skin types, including sensitive skin, and we do love that. So it's supposed to look like skin, but act like a skincare foundation. It is supposed to feel light as air, instantly blur the look of blemishes, dark spots, redness, and textured skin, while improving skin clarity over time, which sounds amazing. This is going to be available January 13th at Sephora.com, and then if you want to shop directly, from Nars's website, it's going to be available on January 14th. So I got just enough in the sample. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys, like literally just enough for a full face application. It's so cute. Just to let you guys know that it is the foundation that we are speaking on. It says to shake very well, and we're gonna go ahead and shake her up. I especially love that Nars kept the same shade range and the same name, so you could just go get the shade that you typically use in the other Nars base products. My undertone is neutral. My skin type is dry / acne prone. Depending if I want to incorporate new things into my regime, sometimes I'll have a flare-up. However, right now we are doing pretty well and my skin is dry. So we're going to go ahead and prime our face like I typically would. I'm going to just do that and letting you guys know that is my skin type. So I'm going to go ahead and mist my face. This is the Xoxo Mist My Skin with a Beauty Elixir to wake it up. And I'm going to go ahead and moisturize my face. Since this is a medium natural finish foundation, I already know that the texture on my face is probably going to be emphasized. I usually stick towards a mattifying foundation for these reasons. However, we are just going to go ahead and test this out because you never know what you're going to get. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one size. This is Secure the Blur Primer. This is a mattifying, just to blur the look of, you know, some of the larger pores that I have in my face, as well as my smile lines. So we are going to be testing the product out with two different tools. This is the Kat Von D 10 foundation brush. Really good brush to blend out. And this is a beauty sponge. I want to see how it applies. I'm also not going to apply any translucence powder over my primer as I typically do, because I really want to give you guys a full wear test on how this foundation performs. So we're shaking her up, shaking her up. We're gonna go ahead and test this out. Shade match, perfect. Perfect shade match, right? So that was just one dip in. We're gonna go ahead and blend her out. Okay, so it's giving a beautiful airbrush-like finish. Oh, this is beautiful. Do you see that? It feels like nothing is on my face. It is light as air. Oh my gosh. You guys, it is just so skin-like. So it's definitely giving skin. Definitely giving skin. It is a beautiful, light, natural finish. So that is one layer. I can still see my beauty mark and a little bit of hyperpigmentation peeking in through the foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and build it up one more layer on this side. Okay, so the second layer is definitely giving me the full effect of the foundation. It is enhancing a little bit of it is enhancing my pore area, which typically happens to me if I'm using a natural medium finish foundation. However, the coverage is beautiful. With the second layer, I can't see any of the dark spots or anything peeking through, which really I do really like. So building it up, you definitely do get it to blur the dark marks and cover them. However, it's not covering the texture of the larger pores. But, you know, we're gonna go ahead and put a concealer down with a little bit of powder so we can see what it's looking like on that aspect. So you guys, I have a little bit of texture right here, and as you can see, a little bit of dark spots, a little bit of hyperpigmentation. We're gonna go ahead and build up the other side, and we're going to blend it out with the beauty sponge. Okay, this is giving a beautiful finish, you guys. Okay, so this is skin for sure. This is skin. This is just a little bit, it just looks so pretty. You can see it is a light reflection. It's not mattifying, so there is going to be a little bit of dewiness, especially using the dampened beauty blender. Oh, but it's beautiful. Isn't it like an airbrushed, naturally glowing foundation? It's not glowy, it's radiant. So that's one layer built up with the beauty sponge. It's looking absolutely beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and blend out one more layer. I was wrong. This is like way more than one application. There's like so much in here. I can get more than one face out of this for sure. For sure. I like this little wand applicator as well. All right, so this is the brush side and this is the beauty sponge side. This has definitely more of a radiance to it than the brush. I feel like both look the same. It's just depending on what you like to apply your makeup with, depending on your preference, whatever you want to use. It has the same look. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put some concealer on. So to conceal, we're going to be using the Patrick Star One Size Turn Up the Base. So that blended out beautifully. We're gonna go ahead and set our face. I'm gonna be using my Holy Grail Blondie Powder by Huda Beauty. Alright, so I only powdered the areas where I applied the concealer. The rest of the face is going to, I'm not gonna set it. I wanna see how it wears throughout the day to see if there's any separating, to see if it oxidizes, any of that. So I'm gonna go ahead, hop off camera for a second, finish the rest of my makeup, and we will come back and check it. All right, and we are back. I put a little bit of bronzer on, very, very neutral face. Again, I didn't set the foundation. So right now it's about 2:15 p.m. I'm gonna go ahead and run, where do I have to go? I have to go to the bank and I have to go to Target, and then I'm gonna check in, I would say in about 3 hours. 3 or 4 hours, and then I'm gonna check in 8 hours and see where we're at. So yeah, let's get started on this wear test. So it's been just about 2 hours, and I wanted to do a 2-hour check-in before the sun goes down just to get, you know, better lighting. This is what we have going on. As we can see, it is kind of dewy, radiant, definitely not any kind of a mattifying finish. I'm starting to see just a little bit of separation right here. Maybe that's my fault. I really tried to take it easy with the powder today just to see how well this foundation performs and, you know, what it has going for itself. So that was probably my fault. But yeah, there's a little bit of separating with my smile lines, which is normal, and it happens. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little bit of the setting powder and just reset to that. Just the smile lines. We're gonna keep everything else pretty much the same, but I think it looks beautiful. Not typically what I go for, but I'm definitely not mad at it at all. Beautiful coverage, weightless coverage, just like all Nars foundations, honestly. You can kind of see my larger pores, which it's okay. Skin has texture. Everything is not filtered. It's not an intimidating foundation that really enhances the pores. It just doesn't mask them, if that makes sense. So it's very natural. So yeah, we've got that going on, but it looks very nice in my opinion. Just the issues that I'm having right now is, again, just the smile line area, but I reset that. So it's just the smile line area that I reset, and we are looking really good. I'm giving you guys natural, basic, everyday makeup, okay? This is amazing. I haven't put a mask on. I just ran and did a few things, but it was in the car. So now I'm gonna go run to the grocery store because it is Taco Tuesday, and the kids and I always do Taco Tuesday in game night. So I'm just gonna run to the grocery store, run to Target, and I'm gonna check back in, I would say after dinner, just to see how everything held up, and I will check back in at 8 o'clock for you guys. All right, so as we can see, I've lived in this foundation for over 8 hours. I went to the store, I had a mask on, I didn't reapply anything or touch anything up besides the smile lines a little bit earlier. As we can see, there definitely is some dewiness going on, and just the same little bit of separation here in the smile lines. Definitely not giving mattifying at all. It's very natural. This is dewy. If you have no texture in your skin, if you don't have larger pores, yeah, it's definitely going to be your best friend. I feel like if I would have touched this up, you know, throughout the day, it could have calmed down some of the shininess. Let's go ahead and just try to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to do that right now, see what happens. See what it looks like powdered after 8 hours in a mask. So of course that definitely calmed down some of the shine for sure. And it looks beautiful. There is no separation. The only thing I would say is just, you know, I smile, I talk a lot. Of course, you know, there's going to be some creasing in the smile area. That's with any foundation that I have that's not matte. But you guys, it's still beautiful. Look at that. How that just calmed down all the dewiness. Took it right away. And we still have a really beautiful finish. So you guys, yeah, this is going to be normal skin's best friend. If you just want a really sheer coverage to cover any dark spots that you have, but not mattifying, this is going to be your best friend. And again, I wore it all day, and she held up perfectly. She played very well with the concealer and the powders and all the products that I put on. There's no separating, just a little bit of creasing with the smile line. So I think that is going to be worth your buck. And also, if you saw the amount that I used, it was a very minimal amount. This sample size, y'all, gave me a full face, and it wasn't even, it was 2 layers built up, and there's still so much product left. So I really know that this is going to be, it's really going to give you your bang for your buck, you guys. I'm really excited to get a full bottle of this stuff. I'm going to be using it. I know I'm going to be using this. Definitely going to be applying the powder. Yeah, it looks like skin, and I've been in it all day. I've been in it all day. I'm really actually amazed at just how a little pat of the powder brought it back to life. So that is my first impressions and wear test for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you guys excited about this release? How do you think it held up? Do you think it looks flawless still? Do you think it's worth the investment? Leave me a comment down below. Also, subscribe to my channel. Stay around a while. Check out some other reviews that I have. I've got some really exciting things lined up for 2022, and I would love to have you here. Thank you so much for spending time with me and trusting me with basing your decision on this review. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you here very soon. Bye.